Come with me.
Eight months ago, we set the date to summit Mount Baker in Washington. The trip would be a 6-day intensive crash course on crevasse rescue, mountaineering, and perseverance. After planning and training, we had no idea what was in store.
We're going to Mount Baker.
We're caravanning up. It's gonna be quite the trip. So it turns into a two-man team.
Day one, we got our packs together after gear check and started our trek uphill, trading off pulling a sled with some of our gear. This was the shakeout run. Decent miles in elevation with gear on our backs, we started to get to know our fellow climbing partners. Bringing sleds meant we had crevasse rescue gear and extra supplies for us and our guides.
Oh yeah. Keep it moving, mule girl.
Jennifer, you know what they say.
On me as well.
Who's that? Justin.
What'd you drink, Tom?
After coffee, the day kicked off quick. If day one was the shakeout day 2 was an all-out sprint. With climbing in the beginning of the day, we had to break camp and set off on the steepest incline yet. We reached high camp and started setting up what would be our home for the next 4 days. Digging tent platforms, building wind walls, and making things cozy. We started to realize that everyone here was taking this as a serious opportunity to learn mountaineering, each with their own unique reasons for doing so. As we settle in, we realize high camp has different weather every 30 minutes.
Man, it really smells like feet in here. I wonder why.
Next up in the day, we were practicing avalanche transceiver retrieval. Like finding a needle in a haystack with the power of radio transmitters, teamwork,
Call 911. Call 911.
and extra muscle power.
1.8, 1.9, 2.0, 0.7.
We ran a few drills, and guides Ty and Seth threw in a curveball or two.
I'm another person, and something happened, and I think I had a buddy, but I don't know where it is. Got high.
Grab some food, try to dry our boots. Crazy to think it's only day 2.
Yeah. I know the barometer is dropping, so it's kind of weird.
Make sure that you're going all the way forward. Most of these have
Crampon training in the morning with Seth. Turns out wearing knives on your feet requires some serious forethought and practice. Next up, self-arrest training, one of the most important things in any aspect of mountaineering, using one's ice axe to stop sliding. It's also pretty fun.
Falling.
We finished the day with a lesson in setting anchors in the snow. Using a vertical and a horizontal orientation, we set 2 stakes in the snow, utilizing the area below them to lock them in place. The knot skills we picked up at the beginning of the week came in handy, as well as all the gear we brought with us. It was very motivating and a great building point for the rest of the week.
Nice, Cam. And you're good to go.
End of day 3.
This is my snack.
Cooking some snow. Day 4, we have all settled in. It's funny what a few communal meals can do to bond a group. Everyone is hungry for knowledge and feeding off each other's energy as we get into ropes training. Conditions? Foggy.
Yeah.
The weather is all over the place, and we are wet and cold. This is it, though. The most important part of the training by far. Crevasse Rescue. Using literally every skill we built over the past 4.5 days, we simulate a 3-man rope team rescuing one of their members. Using our gear and constant coaching from Ty and Seth, we use mechanical advantage to haul our friends out of simulated danger.
End of day 4. Early morning tomorrow.
We prep and try to get cozy for as much sleep as we can squeeze out for our biggest day yet.
Nice. Nice. Let's see it. People pay good money for that.
We set out for summit climb in some of the worst conditions you can safely do it in. 2 rope teams led by Ty and Seth, each of us 30 feet apart, marched until first light.
Sun. By far the hardest thing I've ever done. We'll make it though.
Alternating between exhaustion and cold, I reached and passed a breaking point, finding myself in what Ty calls the mountain flow state. Step, step, ice axe. Step, step, ice axe. I got quiet as we approached the crux of the climb and the final push to the summit. The Roman Wall. steps brought us across the final section of rim and to a fogged-in peak. Summit. Feeling accomplished despite the lack of views, we head down a few hundred feet and the sky opens up for the rest of our descent. Climbing up the Roman wall seemed pretty steep, but because it was foggy, we didn't realize just how sheer the drop was. On this steep descent now, with the world open below us, we relied on each other to stay safe and carefully pick our way down the slope. That steep descent, then a gorgeous view, then post holes all the way down.
We'll see if that snow bridge is still in it.
All right, we did it. End of day 6, driving back to the hut. What do we think?
I think I'm ready for a hot meal.
The meaning of life, I think, is surrounding yourself with an awesome group of people and getting the outdoors and really living life to the fullest. You know, life is about the people around you, not so much the things that you do, but that does help. So,
The meaning of life is having fabulous experiences with cool people.
And I think the meaning of life is both to indulge your own selfish perspectives and whatever it is that makes your heart beat fast for, and also to give back to the community within which you find yourself in any facet that you find a need for.
And to me, the meaning of life is well-being, being content and living it through without regrets.
Feels like a loaded question, but I think it's finding balance, pursuing creativity, and loving yourself, but loving others too. That's it. It's just simple.
I honestly don't really know. I think everyone has their own personal meaning to life, and I think the purpose is to find that meaning, no matter what it is. That's it.
The meaning of life to me is finding your tribe. Who are the ones around you that you care for and truly care for you. Sometimes it takes stepping out of your tribe before you realize just how important your tribe is to you, and that's what happened on this week's trip for me.
I think the meaning to life is that there isn't one. I think that it's our job to grow and learn and find what is meaningful to us, and then pursue it and challenge ourselves, and then find another one, and then find something else. And I think the more multifaceted we are, the more meanings we give life. That's how we live. I mean.
So that's it, the Mount Baker trip. Making this video kind of summed up my meaning of life, which is making connections with people, doing crazy things that seem impossible, and getting to show it to other people, which is what I did with this video. So thanks for watching, and probably do a couple more. Gotta get some mountaineering boots first though.
Cheers. Cheers. Yeah. 2. Oh.
brother.
That's it.
Hell yeah,
That's
dude.
all.
High five.
That's awesome. Hopefully that's okay.